Hello YouTube, this is Super Getting Infinity / Final Fantasy Cutscene / Ligna Blade if you see me on Xbox Live. And today we're gonna play the most recent Ninja Theory game and an infamous / popular game that just recently came out, DMC, Devil May Cry, also known as Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry. I cleared some data because I'm gonna be downloading Devil May Cry 4 because I've been playing through all 4 of the games. But I downloaded the demo. I've actually tried out the demo before. I'm doing this right now, and so I unlocked this, and beat it. But essentially, I'm just gonna play the demo, see how, pretty much give my thoughts about the game based off the demo. I originally played the PS3 version. It's a little choppy, but it's not a big deal at all. So I mean, I never had a problem with that, but maybe that's because I played a lot of games that do that. But when I compared the demo version between the PS3 and the Xbox 360, it seems like the 360 version is definitely the way to go if you're gonna get one or the other. If you're the downloader type, there is no on-demand version of this game on the Xbox, so the PSN is the only one that actually has that. These scenes would be choppy as hell, so I don't know. I saw Angry Joe's review of this game, and I actually am kind of hyped to get this game after his review, his honest review. He points out all the flaws and still likes the story. The combat is pretty decent, but it does have its major flaws, most notably the retardedness of no lock-on, or no manual lock-on, I should say, because they're automatically locked on anyway. Anyway, all this you're seeing right now is basically scenes from the game. I really don't want to spoil too much, but I've seen reviews, like 2 reviews. 2 reviews and a couple parts of VGA's takes on this game. And I also saw his Fraser's first impressions of the game as well. And I'm not even paying attention to this scene because I kind of already know what it is. Essentially, DMC is a reboot of the Devil May Cry game. So, if you haven't played a Devil May Cry game before, this is probably a good starting point. Because honestly, I don't want to say it's easier because it does get hard. But, I don't know. It's not as hard as something like 3. Devil May Cry 3. That was hard. I mean, hell, easy mode in USA is hard mode in Japan. Dang. That's hard. And what are my thoughts on this, Dante? I felt, when I looked at the scenes, all the way up there, like that, I really don't know if I would like this Dante, but after seeing 1 or 2 clips that aren't spoilers, I hope. I can see that there can be things to like about them. Anyway, that's your Angel Dash. You can use that to get over things. This game is, if I were to compare this to the other Devil May Cries, this is more like movable, if that makes any sense. What this game has over all the other ones, except maybe 4, is the fact that aerial combat is so much easier. It's a shame that there's so many limited things. That's how you evade. Depending on how you time your move. Oh, I didn't even know I did that. Launching basically launches in the air. Shoots can deal with these enemies. The guns are really damn weak in this game. I do find reasons to use them, if only just to get the style bar up. And then you got your angelic weapons and your demonic weapons. Demonic weapons are these wood ones I'm using that I'm showing off. They're basically your heavy hitters, really good for one-on-one combats or when you're going against red enemies. Angelic weapons, which is a scythe, is more like crowd control. Alright, now explain what I mean by platforming. platforming is basically you're more like maneuvering in the air. This game is definitely good for the platforming sections in this game. No matter how much you love the other Devil May Cry games, they were never really good for platforming. Ninja Theory really got it on the ball with how well Dante can move in this game. It takes some getting used to, but once you get used to it, you really get used to it. Based on the demo, is this better than Devil May Cry 3? Because that's my favorite out of all of them. It's
Someone doesn't want me
it's
here.
based on the demo, I would say I love 3 the most, but this game seems to have a lot of secrets, a lot of stuff that keep you going even after you beat the game. 3, even the special edition only had Virgil, which I didn't really like playing as, but some people did. And you had the Blade Palace, which I still haven't beaten, which is essentially the arena mode. This has like secrets you can look for and everything. Hey, there's a big secret up there. This thing, if you shoot it enough, you can attack it.
Went well.
What this game really has over the other Devil May Cry things is this has an aerial dodge, which is a really good thing. There's a thing up there. It's called it's like a key. Getting that will essentially give you a chance to go into the bonus rooms. I'll show up what I mean in a minute. In the air, to do this, you got to air boost by holding the left trigger, or L2 if you're playing this on the PS3, and press the jump button. Anyway, this is an aerial enemy. To pull enemies, which is the demonic weapon side, you can pull enemies towards you, or knock them off balance. And if you're using the angelic, you can pull yourself towards them, which is really good. The key in this game is to not use the same weapon constantly. Not the same weapon, the same kind of moves over and over. You see that D rank? I'm doing terribly right now because of that. But if you use different combos, all at once, you can get more moves. Alright, like I'm a bit concentrated on this because it really can get immersive. One other thing in this game that the other Devil May Cries don't seem to have is like the aerial combat is so much easier to do with Dante in this game than any of the other ones. And kind of Nero too, but Nero's wasn't really made for aerial combat anyway. It was really more built around the Devil Bringer, which is the thing on his arm. And oh shit. Good thing in this game, when you fall in the hole, you only lose health. You don't lose completely. Or anything like that. It's pretty decent for that, but and wow, that thing didn't touch texture right. You got that, and you got that. And I realized after right when I started that I'm probably a bit late posting the demo to this, but consider this a preview of another Let's Play coming up. And yeah, I'll probably be blind because I want to be surprised and record it. You can lift towards enemies. And you constantly do it, but don't always do it too much. The guns, I think, were made for like little small enemies in the distance. The problem is that they're so weak, there's almost no point. And that's your double trigger. I really don't want to use it, but screw it. Apparently you can get more style points to do longer aerial combos during a double bringer thing. It essentially launches all the enemies into the air. Yeah, it launches all the enemies into the air! And it stops time for a moment. The problem is, to me, it seems like it runs a bit too short. And it doesn't really feel fun to use, to be honest. When I used the Devil Bringer in the other games, I usually used it more when I was in the mood of things. And one thing that this game doesn't have, that's kind of a deal breaker for me, this game doesn't have taunt. I like taunting in the games, because it gave you a Devil Bringer every time you taunted, and you did it right. Anyway, this is a secret area. It should. Okay, let's explain the angelic and the other weapons more. You need a key to go in there. If you hold the R2, you can use all the demonic things, which is more heavy hitters and pull things towards you kind of things. The angelic weapons are more light attacks, but they're more used for crowd control than anything else. And you can pull yourself towards objects. Blue is all things angelic. I'm going to show off the secret area, because I already unlocked it, because I did play the demo before. You can't unlock special abilities, but you can do that in the full game, just not in the demo. Anyway, this is some strange ass area. Not really sure what's going on. I think this is when Dante trips out. Okay, not trips out, but it's like when he's in limbo and then he's in like extra. Oh, camera, you're gonna kill me. The problem in this game, it's not the camera. The camera's fine. Like, you can just snap the thing right towards you. In fact, I don't even remember Devil May Cry 4, which is the latest out of all of them, having a good camera. Okay, it had a good camera, but I mean like full control of the camera, because you can really look around the environment and enjoy it in that. And you really couldn't do that in 1, 2, or 3. Okay, 2 you could sort of do it, but it sucked because it automatically locks onto the enemies, even though you can manually do it yourself. But it focuses the camera on them even when you don't want to lock onto them, which is a bad thing. And what you're seeing right there is just combos that I could be doing. Anyway, let's keep going by going over here. You can go up here. I think you pull that. The timing on these things, once you get used to them, and you realize if they flash, anything that flashes, you see that thing door up there? That means you can use the demonic weapons for it. See? And I actually like that kind of touch, by the way. Because usually it would just be red with the symbol on it, if this was an average game. So, And I've seen like the first missions and stuff. And I've saw the trailer, or sort of the trailer, of that battle with the news guy. Oh my God, that's some impressive that's some looks. This game's visual department will probably be the best out of all the. Is it better than Devil May Cry 4's? Because I actually had the best. Where'd they go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Devil May Cry 4 was probably the best looking out of all of them. Out of design itself, actually 1 is kind of my favorite. I like the idea of just being in that castle and stuff, with the feel that it had. It's like, alright. Enemies in this game that the other games don't seem to have, is that they actually sort of telegraph their attacks when they're shiny. You may have noticed that when they turn gold, it means that's when they're about to attack. Dang, stop blocking my attack! Depending on how you oh, that's how you do Stinger, that's cool. Stinger is that dashing sword move. Alright, let's see. Oh! God! Cheetle to the face! Alright. And I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Some of the... Let's see, yeah, Devil May Cry's 1 atmosphere, especially in the HD collection, is pretty damn good. It was built around being... That was good. Devil May Cry's 4 atmosphere was going to be Resident Evil 4. So that just tells you how good Resident Evil 4 is. It makes a good series out of a beta. The reason why Devil May Cry was not going to be the new Resident Evil, though, is because the people who were working on the game, that they realized that the game was going way too apart from the original these games. Anyway, I'm over the 15-minute mark, but screw it.
Dante, it's chaos out here.
And this is Kat. She is some gypsy lady. I think she had the ability to see. Oh, that was close. Now tell me this. When you're first playing this game, don't tell me that is not cool. It feels a little cheap, mind you, but at least to me. But that's kind of cool to have to be doing all that. To have the room floors go all over the place. Anyway, we're at the end of the level demo. There's two parts of the demo: the level and the actual boss. Now, I want you people to look up what a succubus is. Trust me, we'll get to the reason why in a minute. Yeah, that happened. Let's move the TV and... Anyway, now the movement in this game is probably the best out of all of them. Movement. Combat is still free. 4 in some cases, but I still love the way 3 feels. Like, I was playing Bloody Palace, I couldn't stop, and I still haven't beaten it, but I've gotten so close to the end. And mind you, I was doing hundreds, tens, and ones. So you just imagine if I was at like 63, I did over 63 battles, which is over 1,000 demons. Oh god, my wrist hurt after that. Anyway, this is Devil May Cry, the demo. If you like what you see, I would just get in the demo yourself and see what you like about it. I personally see the game's demo actually being decent. Although this game has one problem. The completion rank. See that S and see that triple S? But then you see that C. Items used in deaths makes perfect sense. Why would you get ranked good for that? But you should never rank somebody based on completing a level like that. Keep in mind, they literally even tell you in the game that if you get all this stuff ahead of time, you don't even have to worry about that. You shouldn't even make that a thing anyway. Yes, I love the unlockables in this game, but it really should not be something where it ranks you on that, because unlockables are freaking secrets of the game. That is what makes the game fun, but it should not be a rank deal. Because, for one, your initial playthroughs, if you do pretty damn good, are basically useless, because some of the areas you can't even do until you play future missions. So that is retarded. Oh, I also watched some of Yo Video Games version of DMC when they were playing it. But, yeah, that's random. And I want you to remember to look up what a succubus is. Anyway, there is a secret in here that I just don't know if I can get to it. It's all the way up there. I'll show it off if I can get to it. Oh, hey, look at this. Alright. And that's the boss area over there, essentially. There's the secret bonus stage. And all the way up there. All the way up there is where the key for this level is. So let's move on. And you remember when I told you to look up what a succubus is? Apparently this is the game's definition of what a succubus is. This nasty looking motherfucker.
So you must be the secret ingredient.
And the phone's going on.
I'm your prime date, you ugly sack of shit.
Yeah, one of the problems with this game though, honestly, does have the risk. Oh, not risk. That aligns with the promise stuff. When I was playing it, I felt like they were coming kind of out of nowhere. They realized what a succubus is, but yet they call this a succubus. This is more like the slug from Futurama. You remember the soda cans you see in the trailers and stuff that people drink? That is evil. It comes out of that thing. It comes out of that thing through those things up there. And this is a potty mouth monster thing.
Dante the demon killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
You can't tell me. I'm 1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you.
Hey, I was complimenting you. Sort of. And here we go. Let's go. What you have to do is for this boss is essentially tack the nails like he's just making a joke of. Dodge! Whenever something like that happens. Evading this can really make things easy to dodge. And that's why some people say that this is an easy version of the game. If you do it right as soon as she's about to attack, you get extra points. Anyway, whenever you see her about to puke, move to a different platform as soon as possible. What should I say as hints? Just dodge the attacks and just keep attacking. For bosses, it seems like it's a good. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh well. For bosses, guns are. Whoa. For bosses, it seems like I keep saying it, but for bosses, it seems like using heavy attacks for a lot of the parts is really a good idea. Ah! What a crappy line! And that's what you essentially have to do. You have to use the devil puller thing. You have to use the devil weapons, the demon weapon. I keep saying devil. You have to use the demon weapons to pull those off of her. Essentially, now I just did what the boss is. She destroys the platform, and you essentially have to do all that again. It'll get slightly harder, but it's nothing that'll hurt you. I was playing this on Son of Sparta mode, which is a hard difficulty, but not the hardest. Hardest in this demo, yeah, but not the hardest. Hell or Hell mode is technically the hardest. One of the problems. That's not a problem. Like, you're so into when you're attacking is that you almost don't even notice when the person's doing it. Yes, it's my fault on that one, but whatever. But what I hate how you can never tell when she's about to do that blow stinky breath move. I call it. It's essentially that force because it essentially attacks everywhere, and you have to be next, near, and perfect to attack. Otherwise, it almost doesn't work. Sure, you can. And here we go. Let's do it again. Now, I mentioned before, it sucks that there's no manual lock on, but I've never had a problem where that can break the game. Not having manual lock on. Yes, I am used to having Stinger to get around. Instead, I'm just using either the aerial dash, the angel dash a lot, or the evades because they really do it. And whenever I use evades to dash, all I can think about is when I'm playing Devil May Cry 2, where I was using that to move fast. Like all three of the Devil May Cries, it feels like you move a bit too slow to get from area to area because there are a lot of moments when there aren't enemy enemies. And it seems like I'm losing health, but I'm good. Alright, let me show you a good recently used Devil May. It can slow down time, it can regenerate your health. Sort of slow down time, I mean. And it's supposed to make your attack power go up, but it doesn't seem like it does as much. So, skipping that, what I just said is what you have to do. And this is going to finish the boss. Ah! Maybe having myself hang from lava is not such a good idea! Even though, isn't that her sperm, essentially? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, let's go to the victory. And the demo. And we just saw this, but I'll show it off again. Alright, my final thoughts based off the demo. It's not safe to base out everything of the game based off the demo, but it really is. Seems like a pretty good game. But even with all this presentational value to it, all this good presentational value to it, all the really good combat, the refreshed story, even though I love the original story, and I'm not the hugest fan of this story, though I like what they were trying to do is reboot the story. Even with everything it goes for it, the game doesn't feel like it should be $60. When it's like 40 or 30, then that's when I'll get it, because yeah, that's gonna inevitably be that. But anyway, this is DMC, Devil May Cry, also known as Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry. I thank you for watching, and I should mention, whenever you beat the succubus and the other mission as well, oh wow, I almost got the S rank for this. When did I get that key from there? Oh wait, it's not just keys, it's also something else. I don't really know what it is. Anyway, I thank you for watching, and I should mention, whenever you beat the succubus level and the actual Underwatch level, these two, you unlock Son of Sparta mode, which is the hardest difficulty. After that, you're pretty much done the demo. If you think if you really want to get a challenge off these demos but don't feel like getting the game, just try that out, especially on the freaking succubus, because the health goes down like an ass. And that's it. I thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. And let's look at Dante. Poke an angel. What? DMC, Devil May Cry. Let's play. March, April, May, whenever the hell I get the game. That's when we do the Let's Play. The blind Let's Play. And this video is going on too long. Goodbye.